Yeah, I know this is another minigames video. Um, I don't want to be doing these anymore. I talked about already, yes, minigames is a valid strategy to do Atlas bucks. But big update came with Atlas Earth. Three countries will be added very, very soon. Poland, Saudi Arabia, and the Philippines will be added. And we have a new minigame payout. So these are not the payouts for last night. They went under the old payout system that you can see on my last Summer of Atlas video. So the main difference, though, with this update is there is no more state payouts. So I've seen a lot of people talk about this on the Discord servers, and if this does not apply to you, that's fine. You can go ahead and move on. I just wanted to say my piece here very quickly before we moved on. And I want to say first off, am I the only one who actually is fine with this change? Like, I'm very well aware that yes, this is going to amount to me missing out on a parcel or two every single event now. Okay. But I mean, I'm looking at like the benefits of this here, and the payouts have been a lot more leveled out. So, yeah, first prize now is basically what third prize was. It is now 1% of the payout instead of 2% of the payout. Second prize, I haven't really done my calculations yet with this, but it looks like it's about 0.8%. I think it's 0.8. And then the third prize is about 0.6%. Top 25, 50, 100, and 500 all remain the same. There is a new top 1500 spot, though. And in that top 1500, it's looking like it's going to be about like 0.03%. Yeah, about 0.03% is going to be the top 1500, though I can't be entirely certain. I think I'll get a better idea when we get a big enough pot on Sunday's Racer. And first off, one of the things I'm really glad about is the end of state payouts. It has made state payouts. State payouts have gotten ridiculous. If you lived in Georgia, North Carolina, California, to a lesser extent, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, of all places, New York, and Texas, and a little bit of Florida too. Those several states had just gotten absolutely like crushed with opponents that could easily make the top 25. And in some cases, you could make top 25 in California or North Carolina and still not even podium in the state. So now that they've ended that and they're doing this by country, by region, not only is that going to like take care of a lot of stress for players who want to try to maximize their payouts, it also is going to open them up to creating like regional type events. So these regional type events I'm talking about is like they could just kind of start grouping countries together. Like I mentioned when I said that the minigames was broken and how to fix it video, and I mentioned that I would lock them up into regions, especially international players. International players would very likely benefit from this because you can group several countries together now in a single event, have them play, and that would make a bigger pot, which would result in bigger payouts. Now, this is not going to happen initially, but I do think that this opens them up to that because the state payouts did kind of make it very inflexible for them to do that. So in that sense, it is a win. Now, I know a lot of the bigger players, the more hardcore players here, are not happy with this. And I'm aware that I'm losing a parcel or two for this, but overall, I feel like this does make the game a bit more balanced. Remember that they are more focused right now on bringing in the casual player. Now, with minigame events, I can see that for most players here, whenever I talk about Atlas Earth minigames, it is easily the least watched video that I have overall. Like, of anything Atlas Earth wise, minigames is the least watched. And why is that, you think? My theory? I have a theory. My theory is that people play the games, they see that the payouts are terrible, for them anyway, They see that they have no chance of making the top 500, and also let alone the state payouts or anything. And so, they play for the challenges and that's it. They had to readjust and get it set up so that way they would have more players winning something other than like 5 Atlas bucks. So for US players, they created that top 1500. I think it's also going to be there internationally, but internationally, in most cases, I think you're only going to look at 5 or 10 Atlas bucks in the top 1500. For US players, though, top 1500 will actually be a decent prize. You see it's 35. I think, so for a 200K, I'm predicting it's going to be about 60 Atlas bucks for a top 1500, which, that's going to lower the threshold of what you earn for a prize. And it's going to allow people to not have to dedicate half of their time to these mini games going forward. If they just want to go and have 10 or 15 wins and just finish in the top 1500, well, that option is now available. It's probably going to be less than 10, 15 wins for a top 1500. I guess we will find out. But when the new structure hits on fishing on Thursday. But yeah, the reason why is just like, it's a competition, and a lot of people know that, this competition, they want to try to keep it casual. Casuals do not like minigames. They don't. They just don't. I can tell you that from my metrics. Whenever I talk about minigames, it is instantly like, it doesn't even do as well as a lot of my beer money reviews. It doesn't even do as well as the Caden video. It doesn't do as well as a lot of videos actually that I do. It's kind of only slightly better than the personal finance video I did a couple weeks ago. So, y'all, let's see where this change goes. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Let's see how people participate. Let's see if this is going to increase the prize pool, decrease the prize pool. We'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to say my piece on this. Now, if you're not a minigame fan, I'm very well aware. I will make this update after the trivia minigame is out. So I'll make an update for the Summer of Atlas for this video after the trivia minigame is out. And or the Summer of Atlas is done, whichever one happens last. Okay? So that's pretty much this video. It's just a rant, y'all. That's all it is. It's just a rant talking about minigames. Yeah. Thank you to my patrons. If I don't put it up here, I will place them in the pinned comment below. Progress report video Saturday, and that should be the last Atlas Earth video for a little while. I'm hoping that isn't Summer of Atlas related, but we'll see. And also, welcome Poland, Saudi Arabia, and the Philippines. I'll see y'all later.